Hey everyone, of course, welcome to the next edition of Forum Bites. In this episode, we have a brand new studio, brand new content, and a brand new series, primarily focused on your questions. Today's question is one I get often. When do you follow the agenda? And when do you throw it out? Because something really important has come up in Forum. I have to admit, I do get this question quite often about the agenda and when you should go off script within the forum experience. I get the question from both moderators and forum members because they're stuck between what they feel is a rock and a hard place from sticking to process and going off that process when it's warranted. So how do you do that? The first thing I would say is I'm a firm believer in a firm agenda. Having on that agenda the 5% reflections, what the expectations are, time allocated to those parts of the meeting so the timekeeper can hold everyone accountable to sticking to that time, to stop, the waffle or the stories, as well as allowing the moderator to help deliver the forum value that the forum is looking for by having a firm plan and agenda. But sometimes items come up within the forum so critical, so life-changing that you need to pause that agenda and focus on the challenge at hand, because it's normally unexpected. The only way that I can usually tell people to work out whether they should or shouldn't pause the agenda is normally by a feeling you have, the words you hear, or the thoughts you actually have to someone bringing up a topic within the forum. And it's normally framed up with a, oh shit moment. One of those moments that come up that is so shocking or so unexpected that you suddenly realise the magnitude of that comment, allowing you to pause the agenda. What I normally do is I make sure that the moderator and the person running the agenda is normally a separate person. That allows the moderator to watch and listen to the room rather than just focus on holding to the agenda. Some forums have timekeepers who keep everyone on point and focus on delivering the agenda, while the moderator focuses on the forum. I do the same thing in my business. When interviewing for positions, I have two interviewers, primarily so I will have one person, usually less experienced, focusing on the questions for the interviewee, while the other person is focusing more on the answers the interviewee is giving. So I get a full spectrum of what that new person is going to be within my company. And it's the same thing within the forum. But once you've decided to go off agenda, how do you do that without necessarily getting disagreement within the room? Normally as moderator, I would ask the question. If someone brings up something so critical, so unexpected, so life-changing that you think or feel like you need to go off agenda, ask. I would normally frame the question along the lines of, the comment you've just said in the update is giving me the feeling that we need to pause the agenda and bring that major topic onto the agenda or replace the agenda. And I just wanted to get everyone's feedback on that. Because you're going to need to talk about the people who are going to be doing the presentations or the 5% reflections at that meeting. You may need to extend the meeting. You may need to even ask the question of how you may need to change the agenda to allow it to happen. But you may also get a no, I don't want to talk it here at this meeting, because they may want to talk it at the next meeting. They may need time to talk to a coach, to go through planning, or perhaps even to pull together some more of the items of the challenge they're facing. But you only get those answers when you ask the question as the moderator. And you only know to ask the question if you watch the room as people are delivering their forum experience. So the easiest way that I can tell anyone who's trying to work out how to do it: 1, separate the person who's running the agenda and moderating the meeting, in other words, the moderator. 2, watch the room, what is said, and also how you feel when someone brings something up, and ask the question if you believe going off agenda is actually a good thing, and get a forum's consensus to allow you to do that. Now, of course, obviously, if anyone's got any more questions, please leave them in the comment section. These new series are going to be based totally on your questions. I'm opening up a new community tab within the Forum Bites YouTube channel, which will allow you to naturally forward me those questions so I can answer them here, because you can probably understand if you've got that question, I guarantee you someone else around the world has got exactly the same question. But as always, as I said, any questions, leave them in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next week in the next episode. Stay safe.